What's going on, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here. It's time to review another movie. Today I'm going to be reviewing the latest movie to be directed by Shane Black. It has an estimated budget of $50 million and stars Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. Non-spoiler review. I'm not going to spoil nothing for the movie. I'm just going to give you the pros, the good stuff, the cons, the bad stuff, give you my final score, tell you whether or not you should go check out this movie in theaters, wait for rental, or maybe just never see this movie at all. Real quick, I've been very excited to see this movie. Last Shane Black movie I think he did was Iron Man 3, which I enjoyed Iron Man 3. I saw it 3 times in theaters. I thought Shane Black did a really good job for, what he did. And I remember Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I saw it maybe 4 or 5 years ago, back when Blockbuster was still around. And, I enjoyed Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. And I may have to rewatch it again. But I enjoy Shane Black, man. I don't hate Shane Black. I think he's a really, really, really talented director in how he puts drama and comedy and action, and he knows how to do it. And the one thing that draws me to this movie before, when I saw the trailer, was it's based in the 70s. In the 70s, you put a movie in the 70s, dude, I'm there. I love the 70s, man. That's my probably most favorite time, was just that era of the 70s. So much interesting things going on in that era, politically, sexually. It's a crazy time. So let's see how the nice guys ended up doing. So anyway, here's my non-spoiler review for The Nice Guys. Starting off with the pros, Ryan Gosling, dude. He freaking knocked it out of the ballpark in this film. Which, we're going to get to Russell Crowe in a second. We will. But, dude, Ryan Gosling, I like Ryan Gosling. I enjoy him as an actor, but this is he's so freaking funny in this movie. And all the, body movements he does in here, too. He adds an extra flavor. He's the cherry on the top of the film, basically. He's really freaking amazing in the film. And also the chemistry with him and Russell Crowe is where I want to see either, I don't know, I need to see another movie with these two. Just please do another movie with these two actors, because they're so freaking talented and so freaking great together on the big screen that they're just they're the best together. Obviously, Shane Black, you created something really freaking special and original too, because the story in here, very original. I'll get to some of that in a little bit too. But the cinematography in here, I don't know the cinematographer's name, I'm sorry for that, but whoever did the cinematography in this film, hands down, one of the best of the year. Of course, The Revenant will probably be the best of the year for cinematography, but definitely, I just love the way this film looks, the way the camera moves, the way it works so damn well in this film, and the effects, the practical and CGI effects in this film were very well blended together, very well done. A lot of more practical effects in here, which was cool. And mind I say, now, I haven't directed a feature film. I haven't. I've done small little things, but never really have done something huge. It's hard to make a movie in the 70s. Everything, they convince you it's in the 70s. They convince you it's there and then, and you're in the 70s, dude. You don't doubt, they're just on a lot. They're just acting. They're just filming. You believe that there are two characters in the 70s, and it totally is believable. That's one of the things I love about this film so much. One of the pros being in the 70s is the music. Every single song in here made my foot go on the ground. I was tapping to the music, dude. Everybody was there's that one Earth, Wind, and Fire song, dude, September, and everybody was hey, everybody was, into it, man. I'm glad that the one of the best experiences was the theater. It's a Tuesday night, dude, and everybody was just into the film. It was funny. It was very comedic. They were "Aw," or "Yeah." It just made it way more better. It definitely, the comedy in here as well, which more of Ryan Gosling's forte for this. As Ryan Gosling hasn't done that many comedic roles, and this is definitely amazing how he did his role. But with Russell Crowe, he's another great pro, dude. Russell Crowe, he's not the character you'd think he'd be in this film. From the trailers, they kind of mislead you in a way. That's all I'll say. They kind of mislead you with how his character really is. And he is, the way that Russell Crowe played it was just so Russell Crowe without being Russell Crowe is what I'll say. I enjoy it. I love Russell Crowe. I do. One of my favorite movies of his is Robin Hood from a few years ago. Yes, I know some people don't like it, but I when I was a kid, I saw that movie. Freaking, I had it burnt on I probably have it somewhere laying around and probably scratched up. But I could watch Robin Hood all day, dude. Like I love Russell Crowe in that film, dude. It's just a really cool movie. But definitely him and Ryan Gosling, like I said, the chemistry and the story, because it's very original. All I'll say is it has to do with, of course, the 70s. It was more of the uprising of the porn industry, of course. And I'm not trying to advise anybody, anybody younger. He must be, hopefully no one's like 10 or 11 watching, but definitely if you're familiar with vintage porn, dude, you gotta respect the past, dude. I know amazing porn stuff goes on today, and it's more frowned upon today than it was back in the 70s, it's like, oh yeah, baby, coke and everything, and freaking, that's the way it was back in the 70s, man. Simpler times. But how they, and I love how they kind of, show, it's full on rated R, blood and everything, and it's very intense, very brutal at times, but it's, the story revolves around the adult film industry. That's all I'll say. And I was like, hey, like, I know, because you respect the all I'm saying is respect the vintage porn, dude. That back in the day, dude, that, we have amazing porn today, but back in the day, dude, respect the vintage. Respect it. Either way, I'm glad that I didn't even know there was going to be any adult film sort of stuff in the movie, and I was there and I was like, whoa, I didn't even know that was part of the story. And like, look at that, it's a cool little twist, and they hit that from at least the first trailer, from my knowledge. Ryan Gosling's character in the movie, his daughter, is one of the most funniest and most well acted things I've seen in quite a while with a father and daughter relationships, because his daughter is so more grown up than what Ryan Gosling's character is, and she plays it well. This girl is like really good at acting. Like, she could probably do another Shane Black movie. I want to see her in more things, man. She was really good in this film, and the chemistry with her, and you feel like it's a real father and daughter relationship too. And one more thing, two more things. There's a Nixon joke in here. That's all I'll say. The Nixon joke, that made me laugh a lot. As well as the last thing, I don't know what I wrote there. The directing, excuse me. Shane Black's directing. He made another great film. It really is an enjoyable film. I enjoyed it. Now, there are problems to the film, and I'll get to it right now with the cons. It is slow. There are a few slow scenes in here, and that's one of the things that kind of was weird, because it's an hour and 55 minutes, an hour and 56 minutes. It's close to 2 hours long, but the movie feels like it's 2 hours and 25 minutes. It feels like it's a 2.5 hour film, and that's kind of my problem, where, it's my fault for watching it on a Tuesday night at 7 o'clock and getting out by 10 o'clock, because I'm already tired, from school and going, and I'm tired. I already saw Angry Birds that day, and I'm like there sitting for the second time in the theater. You get tired. But the thing is it felt like a long-ass movie. I was like, shit, it continues. I like the film. It's a great film, but it continues. Like, how far are you going to go? Like, how much does Shane Black did in this film? But then again, I really appreciate it more and more, where I'd be like, I'd be down to see this again. I'd see it again, man. But it does have a few slow problems, like a few slow scenes going on, the pacing a little bit, and then there are a few characters that are kind of questionable on how they did it. Like, really, you did it like that? And also the opening, the way that it opens, I enjoyed the opening. It was very well done, but I can't spoil it, but it's just, there's some person in the beginning that was sort of like, it explains more, of course, as the story unfolds, but you're kind of like, what? Wait, what's going on? Like, really, that person? Like, what are the odds of that person meeting that person? You know what I mean? So, overall, I'm going to end up giving The Nice Guys an 8.3 out of a 10. I thought it was a great film, guys. I'm not lying. I'm not saying this just because, and I've heard other people saying it's great too, and I'm glad that everybody's liking it because it is a great film, and it's worth watching in theaters. That's just my personal opinion. I'm definitely going to pick this up on Blu-ray when it comes out because it's original. The chemistry between Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling is awesome. The action in here is good. It just has a well-mixed thing, and also the 70s get me, and I love the 70s, and they did it very well for the 70s as well. So Shane Black, you did a really awesome movie, dude. Please have Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling in your next project somehow, or they could also make a sequel if they wanted to. Come on. But the thing is it cost $50 million to make, and the thing is the box office, it made like $11 million, $12 million. It kind of basically bombed at the box office. This film is better than that. Please, people, check it out. Spread the word, dude. The Nice Guys, trust me, it's a movie worth watching in theaters. Once you see it, it's freaking fun. It has so much emotion in there. The daughter and the action and the writing and the story plot. It's fun. It's a fun movie that I didn't expect going in that this is going to be one of my films that's going to be on my top 10 best movies of the year list. For sure. So comment down below to me what you guys thought about The Nice Guys, whether you're going to go see it now, because trust me, it's a movie worth watching in theaters. Or rental if you want to, but I would say theaters for sure. Because this is a movie that should be watched. That shouldn't be ignored. That it should be supported in theaters and not be like, oh, remember that film, The Nice Guys? Yeah, nobody saw that in theaters. No, you'll enjoy yourself, trust me. But don't take your kids to see this movie because they're going to be asking a lot of questions and then you'll be covering up their face and everything. I'm just saying, it's a little bit intense for kids, if you know what I'm saying. Either way, make sure to like, comment, and share the video. And if you enjoyed the review so much, man, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. And I have my Facebook page down below if you want to like it. I'd totally agree with that decision if you like it. So I'll see you for more movie reviews coming within the next weeks. Tomorrow's X-Men Apocalypse spoiler review and regular non-spoiler review. And next week, Alice Through the Looking Glass. Until next time, bye-bye.